It's now time for the VP playback. Let's go. Okay, let's go to Seymour, Tennessee, where the Seymour Eagles at 6-3 take over the Elizabethton Cyclones at 7-1. This is the Your High School Sports Game of the Week, and both teams are already in the playoffs. Seymour is going to be representing at 4th place, Elizabethton at 2nd, and you see covering the game will be Ralph Miranda, Chris Blevins, and there's Nathan Miranda there in the center. But anyway, Elizabethton Cyclones getting started, and you can see busting up the middle, Cade Russell, Mr. Hustle, taking it to the 15-yard line to put the Elizabethton Cyclones in great field position. And you see it's raining outside, but the fans are still there loving it, enjoying it with their cowbells. But anyway, Cade Russell busting right through the middle once again to take it in this time for the touchdown. And you see all the cowbell ringing now. So anyway, extra point by Smith Deal is good. The icing on the cake tops it at 7-0. Elizabethton Cyclones with the early lead in the first quarter. Anyway, Funk at quarterback looks and he finds, oops, interception. Blake Stewart, linebacker, taking it all the way in, putting his hands up, the football up for a touchdown as they celebrate with a big-time, huge play. Cowbell still ringing in the rain, 14-0, just 7-10 left in the first quarter. Anyway, Funk decides to hand off to, we'll fake it to Brandon Harris, but anyway, keeps it, and he goes down for a sack by a host of Cyclones. It's forcing the Cyclones to have to punt. You can see back there Jake Roberts, and whoops, no chance to get to Jake because look who's right there, Luke Whaley, to pick up the fumble, and he scores a touchdown for the Elizabethton Cyclones. And already, guys, just like that, the Cyclones still in the first quarter with the cowbells ringing in the rain, 21-0, still 5:33 left. Once again, another punt situation, and Jake Roberts back deep to receive, and the ball goes high in the sky, and it takes a little funny bounce, but Jake Roberts is alert to catch it on the bounce, and he looks like he's going to take it in for the score, and he does easily. Jake Roberts, number 17, touchdown. The bells keep ringing. I mean, the bells just weren't even stopping there in the first quarter. You can see 28-0, 4 minutes left in the first quarter. You got Nathan Miranda down there giving us the call there on the field, telling us how things are going, doing a great job. Anyway, this time, Brandon Harris busting up the middle, takes it for a first down to give a little bit of momentum. You can see the Seymour High School band having a great time playing that music. This time you give it back to Brandon Harris. He bounces off one tackle and finds his way in for another first down. So it looks like Seymour has got a little rhythm in their game, and the cheerleaders got a little rhythm with the dance moves there as they cheer on their mighty Eagles. You can see the other set of cheerleaders getting it done for the Eagles as they got a little bit of mo moving for them. But anyway, it wasn't much mo for them because they gave the ball back over to the Cyclones. But great defense. Look at Brandon Harris slamming Cade down. The ball gets loose, but they call the ball dead. So dead ball. But anyway, great play there for Seymour as the clock ticks away at the end of the first quarter, 28-0. Cyclones with the big lead, and the band, they keep playing, and the Eagles keep cheering as we enter into the second quarter. And you see Bryson Rollins, but the keeper decides to move it around, scatter around, and gets the first down, takes it across the midfield to put the Cyclones in great field position once again. This time, Bryson Rollins goes in the air, and he finds freshman Jariah Griffin with a nice move as he takes it for a first down. This time, Bryson Rollins decides to hand it off to Cade Russell, Mr. Hustle. You can see what he can do with the ball. He makes people miss, and he forces his way inside the 20-yard line. And this time, Bryson Rollins says, you know what? Let's go in the air this time, but I got to find somebody open. Is anybody there? Let me go across the middle, and there he is, wide open. Jake Roberts for his second touchdown of the night. Elizabethton Cyclones, and the bells and the rain keep ringing, 35-0. This time, Funk decides to go across the middle, and he finds a man open for the first down, and they're inside the 40, so now they're in scoring position. This time, Funk decides, passes it off, but boom, right there, Mr. Hustle, Cade Russell, with the tackle for loss to prevent those Seymour Eagles from trying to score. So 3:59, 3:58, it's a fourth down situation, and they're like, go for it, let's get that first down. So let's see what's going to happen. Funk, QB, hands it off to Brandon Harris, but Brandon Harris is just a little bit short of the first down. Gives the ball back over to Bryson Rollins and Cade Russell. But this time, looks like he has nowhere to go. It was on a 4th down play, and it's going to give the ball back over to the Eagles. But you know what? The cheerleaders say, hey, man, we're going to get things popping in. Boy, they thought they were getting things popping, but right there for the interception. Once again, Jake Roberts. He does it on defense. He does it on offense. He does it on punt returns. Incredible. Anyway, Coach Witten sees his guys pounded there at the 1, but there he is, Nate Stevenson. He finds ways to get out of that, and he takes it for a 1st down to get him out of the hole as time ticks away. 35-0. Halftime score. Elizabethton Cyclones with the humongous lead. As we take it in to the 3rd quarter, you know, there's going to be a running clock, so the clock's going to just tick away, tick away, tick away. Anyway, Funky quarterback looks, he finds Jake Roberts, the wrong guy. Cyclones. Another touchdown. Jake Roberts, another touchdown. He's doing it all over the field. That's a pick 6. He did a punt return for 6. Long pass for a touchdown. Anyway, Jake Roberts, incredible game for him. Anyway, Brendan Harris says, you know what? I'm going to have a nice little game for myself as he makes people miss. Keeps it in bounds, but they call him out of bounds there around the midfield. Cheerleaders hanging in there for their Seymour Eagles as a senior night. Funk decides to go high in the sky, but just misses, turns the ball over to the Cyclones. And once again, Cade, Mr. Hustle Russell, dashing his way, finding a way to get in the end zone with determination and skill. He takes it in for the touchdown. But wait a minute, as they cheer him on, they call the flag, so it pushed it back to around the 12-yard line. This time you find, once again, are you kidding me? Jake Roberts for the touchdown. What's like his 4th touchdown of the night? Cyclones, 48, Smith-Dill, icing on the cake, 49, 3rd quarter, as that clock keeps ticking away. And Seymour just doesn't have an answer for the Cyclones, 49-0 as we enter into the 4th quarter. Oh boy, you know the clock's going to be running. But Bryson Rollins is not done. He finds Teddy Orton. Teddy Orton knows how to use the speed and take it in for another touchdown for the Elizabethton Cyclones. And this game is getting way out of hand as the Cyclones look to have a 56-0 lead with still 10 minutes left with the running clock. Anyway, the kickoff, and looks like it's marked out of bounds. But interesting thing happened here. This took about, reason I'm speeding things up, this took about 4 minutes for the referees to try to make a decision on what the call is. So they discuss it and they talk it over, and they say, well, we're going to have to move the ball for Seymour. Ref said, okay, let's move it forward to Seymour. But wait a minute, let's talk it over the other refs and decide what do we need to do. And they said, call on the Cyclones, give it to Seymour, push him up 10 to 15 yards. So the whole team and the refs, they decide to go forward, and they're moving the ball forward as if the penalty's on the Cyclones. But they said, wait a minute, I think I saw something. He said, what do you mean you saw something? I think there's something that we got to call on Seymour. So they discuss and they talk it over once again, and they decide to make a decision. So we need to just take it back. So yes, just move the ball back. And I'm not kidding, it took about 4 minutes for all this to happen, which it was a running clock and the game probably would have been over, but we had to take time for this. So there you go. First down.
All right, so we're going to have a first 10 for Seymour. The ball's going to be at the 35-yard line where it was when this mess started.
All right, Seymour, with just a few minutes left in the game, decide to work it with their freshman running back. And look, he's on the attack, and he takes it for a touchdown. That is Dylan King, number 25, and the cheerleaders are, they're going nuts because they were able to get a score in just before the end of the game. But, of course, the Cyclones win big, 56-8. Anyway, every Friday night, check out your high school sports, The Zone. The Zone is going to be covering all the updates, scores, and highlights for the playoffs. So check out The Zone every Friday night at 7 o'clock at YHS The Zone.
Let me see ya. Hey, with them real big snaps. Hey, with them real big snaps. Let me see ya.